In your own words, can you describe the furry fandom?
Oh, man.
Oh, God.
Well,
What is this? What is this whole world?
My sister met a furry at school. I saw this furry and they're so gross, and I was like, what's that, furry? Oh.
Just through the power of the internet, I discovered furries.
So I went on Google and looked it up.
Google, and just finding images from various keywords.
I'm not a furry.
A furry is a fan of anthropomorphic characters. Furries often have an animal representation of themselves. This is called a fursona.
Actually, I'd say that at the beginning, I was more like, why do I enjoy these weird costumes? Why do I find this suit really nice? Why do I this? Because it's a pretty unconventional hobby. I ended up going to a furry con in 2016. And I went with some friends, and honestly, I didn't really enjoy my experience that much. But I did get to try one fursuit on. It was way too small for me because I'm a pretty big guy. But I got to try it on, and I was like, this is really, really cool. So I ended up ordering one, going to the same convention the next year, and I had the most fun I've had in like a super long time, and that was like the catalyst to the whole thing.
For me personally, when I created my persona, I made it somebody who I wanted to be, and eventually I turned into that, but also it turned into me.
This idea of a Zootopia-like world where everyone's an animal and then their species brings out more of their character.
I've always liked art and sculptures and animals.
And I was just an artist loving Disney and dogs.
I've watched almost every Disney movie out there. My favorite one is probably Robin Hood.
You like Zootopia? We really like Zootopia.
Animal-related books like Redwall and Warriors. Redwall is like the furry before furry.
It is!
Star Fox Adventures, that's the one.
I've been in the fandom for about 10 years actively. I didn't know there was a fandom until I really got on the internet and found other furries.
It's constantly changing because there's always new people coming, going, new ideas. The fandom is basically shaped by the creations of thousands and thousands of people.
So I guess the furry fandom to me is just a way to describe yourself.
Oh man, as a high school kid, I always wanted to stick out from everybody and then also wondered why they didn't like me. And then as I got older, I was like, oh, it's because I'm totally different.
Growing up, I wasn't really the most popular person. I had some self-esteem issues, I had communication problems, and I was bullied a little bit. I have to be somebody that I'm not to please others.
And with furry, being different is the norm?
Regardless of like who someone is, we're willing to give them that first chance.
You can be a dog with a dragon tail if you want. Who cares? You can be a super feminine lizard. Who cares? Like, you can do what you want. There's no actual rules.
You could be totally comfortable being a furry and being yourself.
You know, I'm finally free to be the person who I wanted to be, so you know, I'm just real happy about that.
I'd have to say that my favorite part of the furry fandom, for sure, is I threw that pun in there. For sure. You're welcome. Most definitely, the ability to make and find friends just like that. You know, being in the military, you get thrown everywhere at any point in time. I got stationed in South Korea, and I made 3 furry friends just from some online chat room, and that was my first time fursuiting, was in Seoul Tower on South Korea.
There are people that you'll find that have a lot of similar interests to you, and there's so many people from such diversity of backgrounds in the fandom.
Well, I really love traveling. Like, it's just really cool to just to go around the country and just like go to all these different events and like see different people from all sorts of walks of life come together.
It helped me to improve myself about the languages, about international politics, like how the people look their own world and their own furry community.
No one wants to be judged on things they like and want. In the fandom, it's like hardly an issue. If you're a scientist or a doctor, if you work at the gas station or the grocery store, or if you live with your mom, or if you live in a mansion, it's all gone. We're all at the same playing field. It's you who they care about.
You know, I met my husband through the furry fandom. I met all my friends basically through the furry fandom. Now I'm doing it as work. It's a huge part of my life. It's very important to me.
The furry fandom has influenced me. It's really made me more confident as a person just because I was interacting with more people.
My favorite part about the furry fandom is the community, like no questions.
The furry fandom was literally like, hey, we're here. You don't have to be alone. And that's something that I've never experienced anywhere.
Through time, I started like more accepting that, okay, I like weird stuff, I like this, I like that. Going to a lot of cons, meeting new people, having so much fun. In the end, the fandom makes me happy, and that's what really matters to me.